Hey Packers fans, we're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Green Bay Packers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Packers news. Alright, let's talk about what's been quietly buzzing behind the scenes in Green Bay. No, it's not about Aaron Rodgers this time. It's the new sheriff in town, Jordan Love. After just one full season as a starter, rumors are beginning to swirl that Love might not be sticking around in a Packers uniform for much longer. Yeah, I know it sounds wild. The guy finally gets the keys to the kingdom, shows promise, leads the team to a playoff push, and now we're talking about an exit. But in the unpredictable world of NFL quarterback drama, nothing is ever off the table. So let's dive into what's really going on here and why the idea of Jordan Love leaving the Packers suddenly doesn't sound as crazy as it did a few months ago. Now, let's set the stage. Jordan Love came into 2023 with the weight of Wisconsin on his shoulders. The Packers, fresh off the departure of Aaron Rodgers, handed him a roster filled with young talent, shaky expectations, and an uncertain future. And you know what? He delivered. The second half of that season saw Love go from a question mark to a guy people actually started believing in. He showed poise, pocket awareness, a strong arm, and most importantly, he showed that he belonged. But here's the twist. NFL front offices aren't just thinking about performance, they're thinking about contracts, cap space, long-term fit, and of course, leverage. And it looks like there's a growing sense that Green Bay might not be fully sold on locking Love down for the long haul just yet. Multiple league sources, including some pretty plugged-in insiders, have quietly hinted that while the Packers like Love, they're not rushing to hand him a mega extension. Think about that. Usually when a young quarterback plays like Love did, the front office is tripping over itself to lock him down for 5, maybe 6 more years. That's not happening here. Instead, we're hearing whispers that the Packers are watching, waiting to see how things develop in 2025. And Jordan Love, he knows it. You can feel it in the way he talks to the media now. A little more careful, a little more polished. Like a guy who's thinking about his brand, his leverage, and maybe, just maybe, his options beyond Green Bay. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Several teams around the league are reportedly monitoring Love's situation closely. I'm talking about quarterback-hungry franchises who missed out on their guys in the draft or swung and missed in free agency. Teams like the Raiders, the Falcons, even the Patriots are all said to be keeping an eye on Green Bay. These aren't just basement dwellers looking for a spark. They're teams with weapons, with cap space, and with front offices that aren't afraid to make a bold move. If Love gets even a whiff that he's not the Packers' long-term guy, don't be surprised if he starts thinking about what life could look like elsewhere. This is the NFL. Quarterbacks move now. Loyalty only goes as far as the next extension offer. Behind the scenes, there's also talk that Love's camp isn't exactly thrilled with how things have been handled so far. Remember, this is a guy who sat patiently for years biding his time behind Rodgers, staying quiet, staying focused. When his moment came, he delivered, and yet there's been no aggressive push from the Packers to secure his future. It's all very tentative, and that kind of uncertainty can create tension. From a player's perspective, it's not just about the money, it's about commitment, about respect. If Love feels like the organization still sees him as a maybe rather than a must-have, that could absolutely set the stage for a breakup down the road. What makes this even more complicated is the Packers front office history. They've been through this before. They've let franchise icons walk. They've played hardball with Hall of Famers. So if anyone's capable of looking at a young quarterback and saying, we're not ready to commit just yet, it's Green Bay. And if that happens, if they hedge too long, you better believe Love's representatives will start taking calls. The NFL is a quarterback-driven league, and guys like Love, young, talented, proven under pressure, don't stay on the market for long. All it takes is one misstep from the Packers, one quiet conversation with another GM, and suddenly this whole situation could flip on its head. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. We're also hearing that some of Love's teammates are picking up on the vibe. Not that he's unhappy, but that he's watching, listening, paying attention. He's a leader in that locker room, but he's also a professional. And professionals in this league know how quickly things can change. It's the same story we've seen time and again. Quarterback plays well, team hesitates, market heats up, and before you know it, there's a blockbuster trade on the table. Could that happen with Love? It's not guaranteed, but the ingredients are there. A talented QB, a hesitant front office, and a handful of desperate teams on the outside looking in. It's a recipe for chaos. And let's not ignore the business side of this. Jordan Love is coming into his own off the field as well. He's starting to build his brand, stepping into endorsements, doing more media, and generally leaning into the spotlight. If there's a bigger market out there, a team that offers both a fat contract and national exposure, don't think for a second that Love wouldn't be intrigued. Green Bay is a historic franchise, but it's not exactly a media hotspot. For a guy looking to elevate his profile and earn both on and off the field, a change of scenery might start to look more and more appealing, especially if the current team keeps dragging his feet. So where does this all leave us? Right now, everything is quiet on the surface. No trade demands, no contract standoff. But beneath that calm, you can feel the tension building. You can see the pieces moving. Jordan Love is not just a quarterback. He's a young star coming into his prime. If Green Bay doesn't move decisively and soon, they could find themselves right back where they were a year ago, looking for the next guy. And this time, they won't have the luxury of a multi-year groomed replacement sitting patiently in the wings. That's why this isn't just a rumor. It's a warning shot. For now, Jordan Love is still a Packer, but how long that stays true? That's the million-dollar question. The 2025 season will be critical, not just for his performance, but for how the front office responds to it. Will they double down and make him the face of the franchise? Or will they hesitate just long enough for someone else to swoop in with a better offer, a bigger stage, and a clearer vision? Time will tell. But if you're not paying attention to this situation, now's the time to start. Because in today's NFL, no quarterback is ever truly safe. And Jordan Love might just be the next big name to make a surprise move. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Green Bay Packers, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.